Hi guys, it's your girl Shayla J, and I'm back with another video. I was having technical difficulties recording this video because my phone told me I have no fucking memory left over. Anyways, make sure you click that like button down below because you know it does something to the algorithm for YouTube to find more and help boost up my watch hours and all that good stuff to help me get monetized. Anyways, in today's video, I'm gonna talk about how I manifested my brand new 2020 Santa Fe. Anyways, it's not the 2021, but it's okay because I didn't like the 2021 anyway because I looked at it after I got my 2020 and I was like, I don't really like the fucking middle console thing that it has. It's stupid, it's retarded, I don't like it. Anyways, when I was recording the other video, I was trying to give y'all like every bit of detail that I could possibly give you in manifesting this car, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep this short, simple, and sweet for you guys because yeah. But if you guys watch this video all the way through, I will give you guys the affirmations that I use to manifest my brand new car because I'm being nice. Anyways, this car in itself is literally a straight up fucking manifestation. If I curse too much for you guys' likings, I don't know what to tell you. But literally this car is a manifestation in itself. There were so many circumstances against me getting this car, it was not even funny. I had this inkling, this little voice in my head to say, hey, let's get a car. And I was like, I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna get a car. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm getting a fucking car. And I went to several dealerships in the process trying to get a car, and a couple of these dealerships were not trying to get me into the car that I want. Because I went to Volkswagen, I went to Kia, I went to Acura, I went to Toyota. I went to a few. I definitely went to a few. And considering that I did go to a few, there are denial letters. I'm still getting these denial letters saying that I'm denied. That's how you know that my car is a straight up fucking manifestation in itself, because on my credit report, while I have a 650 credit score, on my credit report, I have a fucking repossession on it. So I should not have been able to get this car. That's how you know that this car is a fucking manifestation in itself, because with a repossession, ain't nobody trying to fucking approve you for a fucking loan, let alone a fucking car lease. Well, so with that said, like, all I can really say is that I persisted until I got what I wanted. When I went into Hyundai, I knew exactly what I wanted. I saw the car that I wanted. I was like, that's gonna be my car, that's my car, and that's that. They did try to, I wanted zero down on the car in particular, and I was shown like 3 cars that day, but I was like, no, that first car, I sat in it, I knew it was mine. I didn't even fucking test drive it. That's how much I knew that car was mine. And out of all the cars that I wanted, it was that one. And it has a panoramic sunroof, kind of similar to a Tesla. And it has some extra stuff in it that I kind of didn't realize that it had until after the fact. It even has a wireless charging station, so if you have friends that want to charge their phones, they can put their phones in on it. But it's an amazing car and I love it. it just, like, I can't even explain it. It just gives me, like, even today, I still found things out about the car that I didn't know it had. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, in the back, I found out there was fucking storage, extra storage on the bottom that I didn't know about until today. So that's something else that's funny. But yeah, I wanted 0 down on the car. They came back to me with, like, the bank wants you to put down $3,500 on the car. The car is worth $36,000. I was not having that, and I persisted. I told them I don't want to do the $3,500. Can we do $500? They went back to the bank, fought with the bank. They came back to me, and they're like, they're gonna do $500, but can you do that today? And I said, yeah, okay. But then they came back to me and were like, there's some issues with my name not matching up, because how I spell my name is not how my name is spelled on my ID, and that was apparently an issue. So I had to come back the very next day, and they had to kind of figure out something. But when I came back the very next day, I found out they sold my car immediately after I left. That's why I say that this story taught me that, 1, there's always movement. 2, there's circumstances don't fucking matter. They don't matter. As long as you persist in what you want and you affirm, you will get what you want, because the universe has no fucking choice but to give you what you fucking want, as long as you persist in what you want. So I learned that, and then they told me that I had to go back the very, very next day to come pick up the car, because they had to freaking find another car for me and blah, blah, blah. But they didn't have that. The next day, I wasn't getting that car. I was disappointed. I was livid. Then they tried to tell me that, can you take a red car? I was like, no, I don't want a red car. I want my portfolio gray with the black interior. That's the one that I want. Let me get that one. I don't want red. I don't want white. I don't want any other color except for the one that I want. That was that. I had to go. I got frustrated because I was waiting like a lot for this car. Every day that went by, I was like, what the fuck? Where is my car? So I went back to the dealership and I was like, if you guys are not trying to help me get my car, I'm going to take my deposit and I'm going to go elsewhere. The salesman literally fought tooth and nail to find me a car. So he found me a white one. I was like, no, I don't want a white one. Then I ended up going back to the dealership that same day that he tells me he found the white one, and come to find out they actually find my car in the color that I wanted. The only difference is that this one had a gray interior and not a black interior. But you win some, you lose some, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up going on a Tuesday to get my car on a Tuesday and fill out all my paperwork, sign all my documents or whatever. And the lady tells me, she's like, I don't know how we did this deal, but we're basically handing you this car. You shouldn't have been able to get this car at the price that we got you in for this car. And we don't even know how. But everything kind of just fell together in my favor. It was like from down to the car insurance, down to the car payment, because initially my car payment was supposed to be $600, but they got it down to $455. I don't know how. Once again, I'm not trying to be in charge of the how. That's the universe's job. But my car insurance was really cheap, because initially on another car they were gonna make me pay $1,000 for my car insurance, but that's not the case. I'm not paying that. But regardless, there's always movement, and getting this car and manifesting this car taught me that, 1, circumstances really don't matter, and there's always fucking movement happening. You don't know what's happening. And that woman who met me, who was talking to me as I was filling out the documents, she even said to herself, she's like, I don't know how we did this. We're basically giving you this car for nothing. And it's like, okay, that's the power of manifesting. That is the power of manifesting. I literally manifested and I got what I wanted. I did not stop. I persisted until I got the car. Like, I am still getting denial letters. But I got approved. I got my car. It's a lease. I get to lease it for 3 years. I get to pay $455 on it compared to the $600 they were initially telling me. I put $500 down, which is not the $0 down, but that's still a win in my book. It's still a win. It still counts for something. I did promise you guys that I'd give you guys affirmations at the end. I only use like 3 affirmations. And I was very specific in what I wanted. The affirmations that I used were, I always get what I want instantly. Everything always goes in my favor immediately. And I believe it was also, I love my car. Usually I write out my affirmations in a little manifesting notebook, but for this I did not do it. I just kept on repeating over and over and over again in my head that was my car. It was down to the point even the salesman was like, no, this is your car. Like, that's how much I was kept on affirming for that particular car. But those are the affirmations I used. Literally, I always get what I want, everything always goes in my favor, and I love my new car. Once you have an idea of what you want, just affirm for it. It's really just that simple. It's really that easy. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys because I feel like this story will inspire somebody else to go get what they want too. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys for the day. Bye. See you in the next video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.